Now this is the nest. We are right here in Pasir Ris, District 18. Total size of this 3-bedroom with patio is 1270 square feet. So many different usage for outdoor spaces. You just have to be creative. And you still have bottom storage space. Eh? Is that bottom storage? Oh no, there's no bottom storage. Now this is the nest. This time around we'll bring you to a 3-bedroom patio ground floor unit. Fantastic for ground floor lovers, especially if you're looking for the outdoor and indoor space. Follow PropertyLimBrothers on this home tour. Let's go. The nest was completed in the year 2016-2017. A brief backdrop about Pasir Ris first is that this entire plot is one of the closest condo enclave towards the Pasir Ris MRT station. Of course, all of you know that over the last couple of weeks ago, Pasir Ris has performed very well in terms of its first launch, and later we're going to chat more about what is going to happen to the pricing benchmark analysis for the entire Pasir Ris, especially if you're hunting for a condominium that's very close to the town central region. I'm going to bring you to the patio space here because ground floor units definitely you're in here for the patio space, and just check out this entire width of patio space. Total size of this 3-bedroom with patio is 1270 square feet. Internally is about 969, externally 301. But the good thing about this is that you get this trellis that's already pre-done for you. So all the way from here towards the end, there's about 13 meters of space that you get within your entire floor plate. Later I'm going to show you what it looks like by bringing down all the blinds that's already been pre-done for you. So this is going to be so convenient because your kids can just head out, and that's the kids pool already. We are located at stack number 8. We're also at one of the blocks that is closest to the entrance. By being close to the entrance, it means that the walk to Pasir Ris MRT station is going to be so much closer. Of course, every block has its own pros and cons because no matter which block you're in, you get different types of facilities, and there are 3 zonings right here, and we'll chat more about that later. Something very unique is you get a door that leads straight towards your master. Second thing that is very unique is you get this extra bottom space that you can put in your open storage right here. The moment you buy a ground floor unit, you technically do not need the dining table right inside. You can just put in the dining table right at your patio space, or you can put in like an 8-seater right across this stretch. Now let's come on in. The nest is actually the second newest project out of this entire condo enclave. The first project that sprouted out was in 2008, and that's Livia, followed on by NV Residences, Palette, and then followed on with the nest, and the latest one being Coco Palms. And when this entire enclave was being developed primarily by CDL and Hong Leong, the other plot that was also being concurrently constructed is the plot that's closest to downtown east at Jalan Loyang Besar area. So no matter where you stay, there are different types of facilities. If you love to live closer to the beach, to downtown east, there's a plot that you can go for. If you want to be closer towards the Pasir Ris Town Central region, this is a plot that you can consider. The nest, 912 units, completed in the year 2016-2017. Coco Palms, which is the newest one, completed in the year 2018. These 2 years, a lot of changes in terms of the pricing. And one of the key differences is that whether you're hunting for a 3-bedder or 4-bedder, there is definitely a disparity that's happening within the 3 and 4 bedders for the nest and 3 and 4 bedders for Coco Palms, as well as the new benchmark pricing that has already been set for Pasir Ris 8. So 80% of the properties has already been sold. Some of the units has been transacted close to the $2,000 per square foot range. So in fact, if let's say you're looking for a 2-bedder at the median size of about 700 square feet, some of the units were transacting at perhaps the $1.2 odd million to $1.3 odd million range. This property right now, 3-bed patio, 1270 square feet. Asking price is at $1.395 million. Per square foot is still below $1,100 per square foot. We think that definitely a disparity has happened because the new benchmark has been set for Pasir Ris, and this has proven that Pasir Ris is definitely a place that a lot of families are looking at to own private properties right here. there are two different 3-bed versions within the nest. One is a 3-bedroom, which is predominantly about 969, 97 odd square feet. The other type is the 3-bedroom suite, which comes with a utility room. So the 3-bedroom version doesn't have a utility room, but you have this bonus space here. I think when you have a ground floor, this is a perfect space for you because you can just do your natural clothes drying over here. Nice kitchen layout because it's an L-shaped format. There's a see-through glass over here that links you to his dining table, but what we can suggest is that you can actually expand your kitchen. I'm going to put out a drawing over here. This is a space that I think you should definitely construct an island right here. Put in a permanent island, put in 2 or 3 high stools over there, put in an extra sink over here, and then use this space as your breakfast table zone. Over here, the default kitchen, you don't have to do much renovation because the existing carpentry is still maintained very well. We love ground floor units because for ground floor, you get 3.02 meters ceiling height, which is a tad higher than most of the typical units, and usually the ground floors and the top floors will have slightly higher range in terms of the ceiling height. Now, chest height oven, some pull-outs for extra storage space, fridge space is great, and then of course you have some top storage portion as well. So bloom hinges by default given by CDL, which is great. Bottom area very well maintained, some pull-outs over here as well. And this is the place for you to store your washer come dryer. If there's not enough space over here for you to do a natural clothes drying, one of the other usage is to have your clothes being dried out here, and usually that's what owners would do. Now during the evening, if you want a little bit more privacy, just pull down the blinds, that will do the job. This is the gate for you to enter. Of course, great space over right here. Now we also like the fact that there is this portion over here for you to have some sort of like a natural canopy that flushes your space so that there's still a great depth before it hits towards your patio space area. And we also like the fact that this patio is not too big. The length is great because it covers all the way towards your master room. And we also like the fact that the sliding panel windows are tinted all the way together with the bedroom windows as well. It's all fully tinted. Your kids can play hide and seek. They can just walk through towards here if you allow them to hit into your master room all day long. You got me exclusive. Master is extremely huge. After putting in queen bed, if you want to have a king bed, just remove the side table. You can still put in the dresser table right here with your wardrobe system. If you don't need this dresser table, then build an L-shaped corner kind of wardrobe space, and that would then give extra space right there. We like the fact that the bay window is right here. This should definitely be renovated for you to put out extra work from home zoning. Just check out the render image. As we come here, ensuite, we just love projects that's done in the 2000s and mid-2010s because the ventilation windows is great right here. So it's all fully tinted, and then you have blinds as well. Standing shower area is great, so a sitting zone. We don't need a club, got our own groove. This room now is being done as a study room. Have a look at the sliding panel wardrobes. Now because the ceiling is 3 meters, you have a little bit more space at the top for you to put in your luggages, your linens, and I think internally wardrobe laminates is still good. And of course, if you notice, the carpentry design is made in such a way that the areas that you always need to maneuver, these are all done with metal kind of framing. Now, living room will be ceramic tiles, and then as you come to the bedrooms, laminated timber. Now, some key ideas that I think you can do up this area is that you can have different versions because your windows are pretty long. You can build up storage space up to this portion here, flush from the left to right side. That gives you extra storage with pull-out drawers over at this direction. Alternatively, use this to build into a study table. Just need to flush out a little bit, and then you can have a chair along this row, then put in your queen bed. If not, then you can have a mount-up bed version. So we're going to give you 3 different ideas on how you can utilize and maximize the space for this bedroom. Now, in terms of maintenance fee, fantastic, about $300 odd per month for such a good size unit. Now, coming to the pricing before I bring you to the rest of the bedrooms, if you're looking for a normal 3-bedroom right here, let's say you're going for the same version, about 969, 97 odd square feet. Right now, asking prices in the nest by some of the owners right here, they are looking at about 1.1 plus to 1.2 odd million dollars. Now, this property here with the extra patio space of 300 odd square feet. The asking price is 1.395 million negotiable. So that is a key difference of about $200 per square foot, because quantum wise is also at close to about $200,000 difference. If we were to head out to the next category, and let's say if you're looking for a 4-bedder right here, which is about 1,004 plus square feet, the asking price for some of the units right here is about 1.6 odd million, closing into $1.7 million. So there is a gap. The moment you cross across the street to Coco Palms, which is the newest project within this enclave, if you go for the normal 3-bedder, some of the units are already inching towards the $1.4 million range. And then if you go for the 4-bedroom version, some of the units are already inching towards the 1.6 plus $1.8 million range. So there is a key difference in terms of per square foot between the Nest and Coco Palms by about $100 to about $100 odd per square foot. Quantum price also a difference of about $100 over $1,000 to $200 over $1,000 in terms of overall range. When we buy ground floors and patio space, you have to take note that in terms of valuation, patio spaces have a 50% valuation compared to the internal built-in space. So usually we like to compare between the patio units vis-a-vis the normal units without the patio, but of course we do count in the normal units with balcony, and then that gives us the pricing valuation difference to see whether does the patio space make sense. But end of the day, you still own this space right here. It's already sheltered and it is usable. This is a great mix of outdoors and indoors. In fact, this allows you to bring the outdoors inwards. You can just leave your sliding panel doors open, can walk out to the facility zone. Most importantly, this convenience can only be enjoyed by ground floor units. Now coming on to here, we also like the fact that there is this part here that gives you an extra space that you can also enjoy right outside your master bedroom. This is a space that you don't have to worry about, having your internal space being wet and dirty. Especially after they swim, they can just come here, you can still continue playing. Especially right now, what I always do with outdoor spaces, even in our own family, is that we love to work out at the patio space or even at the roof terrace space. So many different usage for outdoor spaces. You just have to be creative. Even if you want to have celebrations, this is a great space for a family to own. Pasir Ris is undergoing very interesting rejuvenation. If you were to look at the latest MRT station, Pasir Ris is going to enjoy 2 new train stations. One is at Pasir Ris East, and of course one is towards the Loyang region. Pasir Ris is going to be an entire hub as well. And what is happening in the Pasir Ris Town Centre is that there's going to be a full rejuvenation with Pasir Ris 8 right there being the latest integrated project. The moment you head towards the town centre, that allows you to cycle and walk straight towards the beachfront, and that's going to be so much more fun and enjoyment for your kids, and especially when D-Nest is only at about 10 minutes walk towards the Pasir Ris MRT station. In terms of schools, there are also a couple of schools right here within the kilometers range. I think if you love to live in a new town, this is something for you to go for. If I were to bring out the prices of what is happening within the entire map, we are right now in the OCR region, and OCR region has always been in the range of about 1,003 plus all the way to about $1,600 per square foot in terms of new launches right now in 2021. Of course, Pasir Ris now has its PSF topping towards the $2,000 mark. So we think that in terms of the pricing benchmark, is going to lead most of the resale properties as well in the next 3 to 5 years, because a lot of attention will be on some of the other properties right here as well in terms of the resale options closer to the MRT Central region. And last but not least, before I forget, I need to show you the third bedroom. Third bedroom is already configured with a carpentry over the bay window, so it has been flushed. So it looks like this. You can kind of have a look at this, and you can put in a super single or single bed on top of that. There are many different versions. You can also put in a queen bed to be flushed together with the bay window. So it all depends on the usage of this room. But most importantly is that after you have done this, you have space for a nice size study table over here. You can still enjoy the view towards your patio space. So take note that bedroom 2 and 3, windows are on the left and right hand side. You cannot access to the patio space directly. The only entrance way will be from your main living and dining and your master room. And then this is the area for your DV box. Of course, you can put in your internet router and all that over here. Your bathroom, which is over here. Standing shower is right behind the door. Condition is very well maintained. D18 lovers, Pasir Ris lovers, this is definitely the place for you to head on. It is also one of the rare projects with 2 tennis courts, full-on security, basement parking is great, and the lobbies are done so nicely right on at the basement. If you want to live in a project that I think your family is going to enjoy, yet walkable to the Pasir Ris MRT station and Town Central region, this is one of the great projects for you to think about. If you want to have a look at this place, give a call to our listing manager. We're also on Facebook, Instagram, TikTok and YouTube. Do subscribe and hit the like button. Thank you for supporting PropertyLimBrothers over the years. My name is Melvin Lim, PropertyLimBrothers as always. Happy to show the place. Take care. And to relax, refresh, revitalize, tons of facilities here.